Hello, we are going to try coming up with a handwriting effect as compared to the usual entrance effect for text. Here, we are going to make a dynamic way for a text to appear as it looks like it's being handwritten here in this specific slide. We need here a text box, an image which is actually specifically the hand, and audio that will help us think of it as the text is being handwritten on a whiteboard. And the animations that we need here are two. We have fade animation for the text and the motion path for the inserted image later. So let's start by inserting a shape, which is a text box, and place it here. And you could type here the text that you would like to animate. Let us try to do this. Let us animate this text using the handwriting effect. So I'm going to highlight all of this because I would like this to change to Arial font style, and of course the font size as well. Okay, just for the purpose of dynamic discussion for this effect, let me just try to make sure that the text box has two different lines, because it will have a different style if it's just one. But for the purpose of this, I'm going to make these two lines to make it more dynamic for our hand to move from one position to the other. So for us to animate this, we are going to insert an image which looks like a hand. You could do that, go to insert, click a picture here. You could actually go to online pictures or stock images if you would like to, or even download already a hand holding a whiteboard marker if you would like to in the internet, and I already had downloaded it. So let me just go to this device and click this one here. I would like this to increase its size, so to make a proportionate size of this, click shift and drag this here, because if you will not, you will just simply try to distort it later. So I would like this to appear as it looks like it's being handwritten like this. Okay, so a hand is already inserted for this matter. The animation that I would like to apply for this text is the fade animation. I could go to animations and click the animation pane so that I could see later here the rest of the animations that I am going to add for the entire slide. So I would like to apply here is the fade animation, and when I click that, it's already automatically recorded here. But if I'm going to play it from the beginning, I would see that the entire text box is animated with fade animations, but it will not be fitting to a concept that I'm going to move this hand from this direction to that, because as it moves from this area to that, I will make sure that each letter will appear differently from the other. So to do that, I'm going to click again this text box and click this animation here, go to effect options, and instead of animating them all at once, I could click this here and go by letter. Okay, again, instead of all at once, I will go by letter. And there is already a default delay, percent delay between letters, and it's up to you to adjust it later depending on your need or your style. As of the moment, I'm just going to click OK so that everybody could see how it will look like. Click OK, just like that. So again, let me animate this just like that. So the letters will appear as the hand moves from one direction to the other. Okay. Now, I would like to apply, before I'm going to change the percent of delay between letters, I'm going to animate this hand. So I'm going to animate this hand that it will just appear on this slide by fade, or you could also add fly in, etc, etc. But since I haven't added here another animation, so let's just simply use fade. And I would like it to appear before the text is animated here because the hand will appear first before the text is being handwritten, simply drag this to the top and the picture will have the first animation before the text box. Okay, but I'm going to move it somewhere here because this is where I would like it to appear first. Okay, so my slide will look like this. Yeah, just like that. So if you have observed, the hand appears first before the text is being animated. So that's what I would like to do it here. Now for the hand, I'm going to add another animation, and then again earlier I would like it to move like it's using its stroke to write the text here. So add animation, and I'm going to use the motion path. For the motion path, you could have plenty of paths here, but since my path is on handwriting, I'm going to use custom path here. And when you do custom path, what I would like you to do is to make strokes like you are writing this. Now, you have the option to really follow the stroke of each letter. You could always do that if it's okay with you, but for this case, I'm just going to use an up and down strokes just to make use of imaginations later on. So it will look like this until here. Now after here, I am unclicking because I would like this to move to the next line here. And after that, I'm going to click it again and do the up and down strokes. After I'm done, I could move this down here, and to finish the said custom path motion, you could end it by a double click. And just like that, your hand is now moving in itself. The first thing you need to do here is to tweak the animation, because if you're going to play the animation of the hand, you would notice that the hand is just above the text. So what you could do here is to drag this, but of course click the animation here and click this one, the animation, and drag the hand in such a way that it will really start like this one. Start at the area you actually make it appear earlier. So just like that. So then again, I'm going to play that. So it looks like it's still too fast, but then again, you need to change the effect options. Number one, go to this area, effect options. The first thing you need to do is to remove the smooth start and smooth end. The smooth start and end refers to the portion in your animation where it will move slower before it would go to its faster option. So I'm going to remove that to make sure that all of my strokes will have the same speed. Okay, so no more smooth start or end. Second, you could adjust it together with the text appearing earlier, so with. But if you're going to do that, you would still need more analysis here for the effect, since if I'm going to click number 2 and play it from here, the hand is still faster than the animation. So what you could do here is to click this animation of the hand and extend the duration as to a point where it will really fit with your animation here. So I'm going to have this animation, say for example, for 5 seconds. And let's see, go to the second animation and play. So it's still a little bit, it's now a little bit slower. So you simply reduce it, again, play, just like that. As you can see, again, play. So the first line, more or less, let's have the last change, 3.5. Look at the first line. The first line follows the stroke. Okay, the first line follows the stroke. Okay, you could just adjust it like that, but I have noticed that my hand is too fast that I cannot even see the perfect combination of the hand because it's not close to the reel. I could change the length of the hand into, go again to 5, and just tweak the animation of the text box in effect options into something it will become slower. I'm going to use 25 as my default percent for delay between letters. I do animate like that, and I do hope that the hand will just follow it. Again, play this. So my hand is still too fast. I'm going to have it 8 seconds. Let us animate. As you can see, it's not better using the handwriting effect. Again, let's do it again for the first line. Let us animate this text using the handwriting effect. The last part of this, not necessarily the last part. The last part for the animation of the hand and the text is, as you can see, the second line started already when the hand is still far away. So what you could do here, and this is the reason why I purposely used two lines here, is for you to notice this. Instead of having this just a one text, I'm going to enter this so that it will be considered as another paragraph, not a line but another paragraph. I'm going to click enter. So it's now being entered. Okay, once you're done entering the next line, you go to effect options here, not this animation pane, here on this menu portions. So click effect options and go by paragraph so that the animation for each line can be separated into two different parts. And once you do that, you would see that the text for the text box here have this button, because if you're going to click that, we have two already portions: the line for let us animate this text using, and the line for the handwriting effect. What I would like you to do is to insert the motion of the hand in between them and apply the animation or apply delay for this. You could just simply click with, but apply a delay into a time which is fitting to the motion. I'm just going to use 4 seconds. Let us try if it's really okay. This is what will happen now. Click again this and play from. Oops, so more or less it's, as you can see, look at what will happen here. So it's almost starts together as the hand moves from this direction to that. So you may just need additional delay, let's say 5 seconds rather. Let's play. And ooh, so it's just need a little bit change, probably 4.5. Let's try. So it takes a lot of effort to also time all animations. Yes, just like that. Okay, so you could also have 4.75 final if you would like to. Let us see if it really as good as it is using the handwriting effect. Now the hand and the text are now in sync. Again, let's do it here. Let us animate this text using the handwriting effect. Tada! It's already in sync. What I would like you to do here for the last time is to add an audio that will sound like it's a text on a whiteboard, and this is a whiteboard marker, of course. You could insert it, go to audio. You could always record it on your own, but since I already downloaded a portion of it, I could go to audio on my PC, and here is my whiteboard marker. Okay, again, an icon will appear here, but for us not to destroy the aesthetic of the complete slide, you could always move it out. Of course, sorry. Be careful with what you're clicking. No. Again, it's the audio. Alright, it's the audio you're moving outside, but don't worry. Even if it's moved outside, it will just play. It will still play because it's already added on the slide. It's just that we moved it because we don't like to see an icon here that will destroy probably the effect of the slide as a whole. And then this will be played together here. So I'm going to click with. And let's play this from the second animation as a whole. Play. Okay, again, let us try to see the changes that we need to do. So it's now writing, stop here, and it will repeat again here. That's what I would like to do. So in order for us to make sure that the whiteboard sound effect will stop until here, you could always click this, go to playback, and trim it for a shorter period, I believe until here. Let's try if it's really fitting for the first line. Play. Alright, so the first line is now better. Okay, or you could even change it again. Just remove the final sound. Again, let's do it just for the first line. The first line. Alright, the first line is ready. Okay, but we need to have the same sound effect for the second line. What I would like you to do is just simply click this audio, copy, Control C, Control V for paste. This is now your second audio file, and this is the second animation here. Simply drag it inside as well, but you make sure that this will run together with the second motion. Okay, alright, I'm going to move this together with the previous, right, the second line. So let's do it here. Play. Alright, yes, now it's ready. Okay, what we need to do now is to just simply make sure to trim as well the last sound effect added, because you might notice here that the second line is shorter than the first, right, until to that. So click again that audio, the second, playback, trim, and trim it even shorter. So probably until here. Let's see, or let's hear from the beginning. Alright, just a little bit change because it doesn't necessarily fit properly. Alright, so probably this will be the last attempt to edit the audio. Alright, now we could hear the sound effect in sync already with the text. So let's go to the first animation of the hand appearing, and let us see if altogether the animations are okay. So let's play from the beginning. Appear and move. Now this is the handwriting effect with all of these combinations for this specific slide. You could also export this as a video file. You could go to File and Save as a video file, or you could also click the shortcut Function F12, and you could have it here. Instead of PowerPoint presentation, you go to MP4 and save this. As soon as you click this at the bottom of your presentation, you could see that it's being exported. The length of the video, the length of the time for exporting video, it depends on the number of animations you have here, or even the number of slides that you are going to place it here. Now that it's already exported successfully, let us see for that file if it's really good as it is. And you have it here, handwriting effect, MP4 file. Let's play this. And just like that, from scratch on your PowerPoint presentation slide, you could come up with this effect and even export this as a video. So again, this is the structure of a handwriting effect that I am sharing to you. See you in the next attempt to come up with a better way in presenting PowerPoint, slides, or even exporting videos.